Hello and welcome. This is Crypto News. Today is the 26th of June, 2026, and here are the top crypto news stories for today. Let's move on to Coinbase. In brief, Base, the layer 2 network of Coinbase, stopped functioning for 2 hours. The network is currently operating normally, and Coinbase engineers are investigating what went wrong with Base, as the cause is not yet known. From Coinbase, we move on to another exchange in today's news, and that is Kraken. There is a potential deal in which Kraken would invest 35,000 Ether to purchase 250,000 Aave tokens with a 15% stake in the common equity of the Aave group. Two sources with knowledge of the transaction report that Kraken is also seeking to publicize the deal, which is worth approximately $71 million, according to those two sources who spoke anonymously. On that same subject, the founder of Aave denied reports that the protocol would sell Aave tokens at a 70% discount, responding to a report that the exchange and the publication stated Kraken is in talks to purchase a stake in the lender. So we will see what deal, if any, actually exists between the two parties. Moving on to a price prediction, Multicoin forecasts that HYPE will reach $319 by 2028. What they say in their report is that in one of their base case scenarios, they see HYPE generating $8 billion in annual earnings by 2028, which would give it a price of $319 at a price to earnings multiple of 20. So that is the base case scenario in which they believe HYPE could reach that price. Now let's move on to our beloved crypto market. Bitcoin is sitting at $60,000 at the time I am writing this episode. Yesterday it had fallen as low as $58,000. To start, I want to tell you that yesterday afternoon, within 27 minutes, the Nasdaq fell 1,000 points, while the S&P 500 lost $1 trillion. First, at 8:30 Eastern Time, the PCE inflation reading came in at 4.1%. This was expected as it fell within forecasts, yet it still shows that inflation remains strong, as you can understand, dear audience, combined with the fact that Apple came out and announced price increases on its Mac and iPad products of up to 25%. This first caused Apple's stock to fall by -6%, resulting in the loss of $220 billion from its market capitalization. Shortly after, Microsoft also came out and announced price increases on Xbox devices due to the significantly rising cost of RAM. Following that announcement, Microsoft stock dropped by -3%. And for the cherry on top, I want to mention Micron. Micron is a semiconductor company, a very large one in America. As far as I know, what happened with this company in recent days is that it released its earnings report showing how much money the company is making. Wall Street expected it to perform quite poorly. However, the report came out and the company did far better than expected. Specifically, third quarter revenue came in at $41.5 billion, while Wall Street had expected $35.7 billion. Because Wall Street was so far off and the company performed so well, everyone poured money into this stock, causing it to rise sharply by 16%. All of the events I have described have contributed to a significant drop across all of these indices. This is what appears to have been happening over the last 24 hours. And of course, all of this affects our market as well. That wraps up the top news for crypto. Today is the 26th of June, 2026. I'd like to remind you that the content you just watched is created for educational purposes only and should not be considered as investment advice, but rather as investment opinion. Please subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and feel free to comment. Take care, everyone, and have a good day.